Like, who are these people? Who are they? And why are they already here? This means either she brings a lot of people to this club and they already know that you're a target, or it's just something suspicious. It's just something suspicious about it. But at that time, it wasn't suspicious to me because I was young. You know, I was zooted and booted. I was just trying to have a good time.
Boy, you know you make me float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope. 'Cause you serve me on a...
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, then hey, welcome, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also tap that notification bell located right next to that subscribe button so that you do not miss out on any future videos uploaded by yours truly. And if you are a returning subscriber, then gang. All right, y'all, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing the story time on the time that my friend tried to kill me, okay? A little disclaimer, I do not promote or condone any acts of violence, okay? I'm not telling this story so that people can get the scoop on how to do anything to nobody. I'm just telling y'all what somebody did to me and how to be mindful of your friends, okay? Because everybody's not your friend. So this story is going to take place back when I was a youngin', okay? I was like 21. I had just got my first apartment. I was staying in public housing, so I was in the projects, okay? And, you know, in the projects, you meet a lot of people. You meet a lot of people. You think everybody's your friend, and you want to chill with everybody. Like, you just want something to do. The projects is already boring enough. So, y'all, I had started dibbling and dabbling, right? I had met somebody, they had put me onto it, which I should have never did it, but I did. And when I say dibbling and dabbling, I mean, okay, if you don't know what it means, then you must be too young. So I started doing that, and I ended up meeting this girl. I forgot whether I met her at the store or at a club. I think it was at a club, but I ended up meeting her, and she was doing it too, right? I had started running out of contacts to, like, find people to give it to me or whatever. So I was like, okay, you know, I started chilling with her because she had the plug on the plug on the plug. So we ended up chilling a lot, and I started to, you know, get comfortable with her. I felt like we was friends. She used to come over to my house all the time. She would invite me over to her house. I met her parents. I met her mom, her dad, all of that. So as time goes on, she invited me to go to the club with her, right? So I was like, you know, of course, I'm down, because when you on that type of level, you love to be out. You love to be where everybody else is at. You just like to be the life of the party. Or even if you're not the life of the party, you just like to be where everybody's at. You don't like to be bored. So I was like, yeah, sure, of course. So it was just me and her, and I had a car. She didn't at the time. So, of course, I drove. I wasn't going to let nobody drive my car. So I drove, and I'm driving. And now, mind you, this club is like 2 hours away, maybe 2.5 hours away. So I didn't drink nothing on the way there. I was good. Only thing I did do is dibble and dabble a little bit before we left, but for the most part, I was good, okay? We got to the club, finally, and this club had actual beds in it. It was called Club Bed. So we finally got to the club, and I went and sat my ass down on the bed, on one of the beds. She had made reservations. So I didn't even know you had to make reservations. I just knew that she had invited me, and I wanted to go. I wanted to get out of the house. I was bored, and that's what I did. So we went, I sat down on the bed, and I was just vibing, chilling, listening to the music. I really wasn't pressed to get no drink or nothing like that. But obviously, she was pressed for me to get a drink. Now, mind you, when we first got to the club, some people that she already knew had came up to her, and they was like, hey, how you doing? You know, talking to me, right? Trying to introduce themselves and stuff like that. Little old me, you know, I'm still young. I ain't think nothing of it. Like, who are these people? Who are they? And why are they already here? This means either she brings a lot of people to this club and they already know that you're a target, or it's just something suspicious. It's just something suspicious about it. But at that time, it wasn't suspicious to me because I was young. You know, I was zooted and booted. I was just trying to have a good time. So I introduced myself. I'm like, my name is such and such. And, you know, they introduced themselves, made me feel real welcome, real calm, real cool. And the rest of the night, she went and chilled with these people. Like, I was left over there on the bed, and she was over there talking to these people by the bar and stuff like that. Now, what she did do when she came and talked to me is she kept asking me, did I want a drink? I kept telling her no, because I had something that happened to me in the military that involved somebody getting me a drink, and one thing led to another, and it was a complete disaster. So I learned from that, and I was just, well, obviously I didn't, but that's why I kept telling her no, I didn't want no drink. And she was just determined. She kept asking. By the fifth time of her asking, I had already been up, vibing, dancing. You know, I'm enjoying myself, talking to some little dudes. You know, I'm just having a good old time. So she asked me again. This had to be like the fifth time. And I was just like, yeah. I told her what kind of drink I wanted, whoop-de-whoop, and she went and got it. I continued dancing. I continued doing what I do. The girl came back with the drink, and y'all, I don't remember nothing after that. The next thing I remember is me waking up, and the club is over. Lights is on. You know when you go to the club, the lights is dark. Lights was on. Everybody was walking out. I'm laid out, passed out on this bed, like sleep. And mind you, like I said, I didn't drink nothing on the way there, so I know I wasn't tipsy. It wasn't that had me like that because I had already been doing that for a minute. So I know what's going to get me like, what? And it was the drink. It was the drink because I don't remember nothing after her handing me the drink. Now, another thing I forgot to tell y'all is on our way driving to this club, I did say that I was driving. She was in the passenger seat. I remember her, she had some Byzane and she kept putting the drops in her eyes, right? Because her eyes was red. Now, she wasn't much of a drinker. She would drink a little here and there, but she was more of a smoker. So I didn't think nothing of it when she was putting the Byzane drops in her eyes because, you know, her eyes was red and I was just, you know, I'm used to seeing people do that. So I was like, okay, you know, it's nothing of it. Now that I think about it, while we was at that club, that's what she put in my drink. She went and kept pressing the issue of making me a drink or getting me a drink. She kept pressing that issue because she wanted to get me this drink so that she could put the Byzane drops in it. I was so furious. I woke up, I think like 2 of my chains were missing. Some of my rings were missing. I immediately went off. Like I got put out by the bouncer because I was in there just cursing any and everybody out. It didn't even dawn on me that she the one that did it. She was no longer there when I woke up. She was gone. Thank God I drove my own car, but she was gone. And I'm just in there cursing everybody out. I'm like, bruh, ain't nobody leaving this club until I get my jewelry back. Like little old me, like, girl, what? So they locked the doors or whatever. No, I locked the doors to the club because that's when I was saying, you know, ain't nobody getting out of here till I get my jewelry, this, that, and the third. Like, somebody done did something to me. I don't know what the fuck going on. You know, I was just spazzing. I did not know what happened, but I did know that something was not right. The girl was gone, like I said. I never got my jewelry back, of course. I never talked to the girl since then. I seen her one time, matter of fact. I seen her one time, like, a couple of years after that. And she was like, hey, such and such. But she had rolled her window down. She was riding with somebody else. And she was like, hey, such and such. And then she drove off. And that was it. But I've never seen her, like, in person or nothing like that to even ask her if that's what she did. But I know that that's what she did because I did a little bit of research, y'all. And I'm going to put it right here. So what I had found when I was Google searching about the Byzane or whatever, because it had dawned on me, like, you know, stuff started adding up. So I typed in, what happens if you drink Byzane? It says, putting a few drops of Byzane in someone's drink does not cause diarrhea, but it can be very harmful. The active ingredient in Byzane eye drops is tetrahydrozoline. Swallowing this substance can result in a number of nasty effects, including coma. Then I went further on and it says, what happens when you put eye drops in someone's drink? There, it can get the drop on you and slow your heart rate and lower your blood pressure to dangerous levels. It can also lead to a drop in body temperature, a coma, and of course, death. The girl tried to kill me. The girl tried to kill me. The girl tried to kill me. Nobody can tell me anything other than that. Because the little whoop-de-whoop that I had did, that had already been wore off by the time I got to the club. Like I said, the club was 2.5 hours away. That little that I did, that was gone. I was no longer feeling the effects of that. So it couldn't have been that, in case anybody is thinking, well, maybe you did some bad. What? No, it wasn't that. I'm telling you. I thought back on it, and the girl had Byzane. The girl put Byzane in my drink. It was my first drink of the night. I am a drinker. So one drink is not going to have me passed out on the bed. It's not adding up. So that's what happened, and it was a pure hot mess. And I just want to come on here and share this story time because the moral to the story is everybody is not your friend. They may seem like they're your friend. They may act like they're your friend, but really people are haters in secret. People are jealous. People are envious in secret. And I would have never thought to do that to somebody. Like, for what? For what? But obviously it just goes to show you that people have already been through a lot more than you've been through. There's no telling how many times she done did this to somebody. And here I am just walking along, my little old self, thinking that somebody's my friend and they're not. So I just want to tell y'all that story time because I could have literally lost my life that night. Whether I lost it from the drops in my drink or whether I lost it from just cursing people out, because I was mad and I was still a little bit dazed from waking up. And I could have just talked shit to the wrong person and they could have blew my brains out. Like, you know, I could have just literally lost my life. It's plenty of instances where I could have lost my life, and I have plenty of story times. And that's why I thank God that I'm still here today. And that's why I felt like sharing this story time, because it's a reason why I'm here today. It's a reason why I'm here today. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if maybe I need to share these story times, but I don't mind sharing them. People going to talk about you regardless. So I hope that it helps someone, and just pay attention to your surroundings. What I say is everybody that's super, super friendly, don't trust them. I do not trust people that smile all the time, because what is you so happy about? No, I'm not no hater or nothing like, oh, you're too happy. Like, no. What I'm saying is people that just smiling all the time, like everything is just so good and everything is just so Watch out for those type of people. I'm not saying there's not good people out here in the world, but if you run into somebody that smiles and is all giddy every time you see them, like they just not going through absolutely nothing, be mindful of those type of people, because half of the time those type of people are trying to lure you in to their fake demeanor and make you become friends with them so that they can befriend you and do something trifling to you. I'm telling you, okay? Trust me, I done been there, I done done that. It's trifling. It's trifling, and hence the reason why I don't have friends today. I can't trust them. I can't trust them. But yeah, y'all, so that's going to conclude this video. Real quick, real short, real sweet, to the point. And like I said, I hope it helped somebody out. And if it did, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, tap that notification bell located right next to that subscribe button so that you do not miss out on any future videos. I got more story times coming soon. I just got to build up the courage to even want to post them. But I do have plenty of story times, like I said. So I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.